Hi, Pisces. I want you to complete this sentence. In my darkest times, I blank. And I want you to learn this about yourself, observe this about yourself. You probably already know the answer. I really want you to go with whatever just came to your head just now, whenever you finished that sentence. And let's start peeling back the layers of that. Peel it back piece by piece. Because Neptune is now direct. You about to get Venus, which is exalted in your sign. Things are shifting big time. Big time. Saturn is on the move. We have a lot to talk about. Grab your things, grab your essentials. Come on. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hi, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is ooh? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2024. Happy winter solstice. Welcome to winter, darling. And I asked that question previously because Capricorn initiates the darkest part of the year. And not saying that you're going into the darkest parts of your life or anything like that, but and some of you may, or some of you may be feeling that, but I asked so that you, let's get some self-awareness around, okay, when things get rough, what do I have a tendency to do? And with Saturn, the power of Saturn, structure, karma, discipline, time in my sign right now, how can I apply structure to how to get myself out of said dark hour or said dark time or said dark moment? Because I really feel like the answer for you guys has a lot to do with behavior and the behaviors you choose to participate in versus what behaviors you don't choose to participate in is what we'll say. That the behaviors that could be helpful, but that you just kind of look at and let sit there and you're like, yeah, I probably could do that. That may make me feel better. But meh. Something's shifting with that. Be sure to check out the Capricorn season astrology video that has all the important astrological transit dates. And there was something I will put you on game because I love you. On December 24th, the day before Christmas, your other ruling planet, Jupiter, retrograde in Gemini, will be squaring Saturn in Pisces. And what I wrote is the reevaluation of your luck and beliefs arm wrestle your current level of structure and discipline. And I think that aspect, that square, is actually what I'm tapping into. On January 2nd, you get Venus, and I wrote the ooey gooey is back. So you're getting love and abundance, prosperity, growth, value. You know, you're getting the planet of attraction coming into your sign. And I feel also on January 11th, 1/11, that's already a reset. That's already some wish shit in the mix. You're getting the North Node. And the North Node is your destiny. And so I do feel like for some of you, it would be very beneficial for you to go ahead and do some deep diving on where you have the North Node natally, like in your birth chart. Even if you just are doing Google searches or looking at books or whatever, like however you like to get your astrological information. I do think it's important for you to know where your North Node is and know about the transit of North Node in Pisces. So the North Node is going to be in your sign. The South Node will be in Virgo. There's a lot. This is just a really karmic destiny fated like event kind of time that's happening. And so I know that a lot of us may feel shaky or feel like we're out of control. And like, bro, we never had control anyway. So I think a lot of this comes up for Pisces. Like, who do you want to be in the face of uncertainty? How do you want to behave in the face of not knowing? Do you enjoy being an anxious wreck, or are you ready to break out of that? Are you ready to break out of that numbness, out of that nonchalance? It's time to get chalant in this hoe. So hydrate, light it if you need it. I really, really, really want to smoke. But I don't want to be clouded for your reading. So let's create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2024, baby. All right. Welcoming in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I put all my blue on for you guys, though it's like 30 degrees outside. All right. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's funny because I feel like this is very Pisces. This fabric is very Pisces energy. Don't mind my socks. And then the sweater is very Saturn in Pisces. I don't know why I feel that. Maybe it's my Libra rising. I'm able to see planetary aspects in fabrics, but I like the merging of the two. So for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2024. All right. First card out, interesting, is the King of Swords. So the first thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what's going on with how in your head you are? I feel like, yes, you're trying to be structured and disciplined and you need things to make sense, but it's almost like some of you are using your intellect as a defense mechanism. I feel like some of you are finding your voice. Some of you are finally able to stand up for yourself. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements playing a big role in the beginning of this season for you. But I feel like Capricorn season is really asking you to get masterful with your mind so you can get masterful with your thoughts. And once you're masterful with your thoughts, you will get more masterful with your words, because you, of anybody, understand that words are spells. And even the Bible says life and death are in the power of the tongue. Many sacred texts speak to the power of our words. And there's something here about you getting more masterful with your words, being way more careful about what it is that you're confessing with your mouth or speaking out loud. I also feel like there's something there around there could be a new authority in your life. You could be moving into a more managerial kind of position, or there could be an opportunity for you to move into more of a leadership role or higher in the leadership ladder. There could be something about getting masterful with a new language, with new jargon, getting more masterful with technology. What do you want to use this technology for? I also feel like with kings, there comes a calcification of their suit. And so you may be a little too stuck in your ways of your mind. But also, some of you are being a fucking asshole. Love you. But some of you in Capricorn season, you just may start getting very Capricornian and starting to speak to people like they're your fucking employees or something. You just may be a real slick mouthed in Capricorn season. Or there could be somebody being that way with you. If somebody is being mean to you, or if somebody's being rude or disrespectful, I feel like you have to stand up for yourself or keep it moving with the Fool here. If you are the one being an asshole, if you are the one who's being sharp or savage with your words, you may find yourself experiencing a lot of opposition, or you might find yourself getting left. So if you're not dealing with what's going on internally, it may put you in a position where you start to be sharp or mean or cutting towards other people. And those people, I feel like, are not in a position to be tampered with and will absolutely leave you in the dust or distance themselves from you in some sort of way. And so I just feel like whatever it is that you're mad about, you need to articulate, you need to be writing, you need to be putting things in words, you need to be reading more. I feel like there's something here about developing the mastery of your mind, not being stuck in your ways just because you're used to being right all the time. There is something there around finding more balance, around being in your flow, being in your intuition, and being in this place of logic. And I feel like some of you have a book in you. Some of you need to be writing. Some of you need to be studying literature, studying English, studying a new language, studying something like improving getting more masterful with your communication skills, which makes sense. You're co-ruled by Jupiter, which is currently retrograde in Gemini. Gemini is a sign of I think. Gemini is all things communication. It's ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. And so it'll be done by the time you see this, but there's been a mutual reception between Mercury retrograde and Jupiter retrograde on that Sagittarius Gemini axis. And I feel like that's impacting you more than you realize. And so there's something about your Jupiter, your beliefs, versus Mercury, your mind and logic and the way that you communicate. And so all of the kind of abstract, like faith, belief, luck, those themes need to be really reevaluated in your life, and I want you to notice how you talk about those themes in relation to yourself. If you keep saying, oh, that's just my luck, stop that shit. Or this always happens to me. Why is it always like, whatever that is? Make sure that you're not casting spells of self-limiting beliefs or casting spells of doubt with your words. That the things that you say over yourself, the things that you speak over your career, the things that you say about your relationships, whatever they are, I just want you to be real minded about your words, because I feel like in Capricorn season, your words, what you verbalize, is a vibration that can condense into matter. Because that's what physics tells us all of this is a vibration that's condensed into matter. And you have a mechanism that creates vibration that can condense into matter. So make sure that you just take a fine-tooth comb through how you're expressing yourself, please. All right, please continue for Pisces. Sun, moon, and rising. And some of you may be dealing with a bit of a know-it-all, or some of you may be dealing with somebody that really knows their shit. So if you're feeling like insecure about a certain topic or communicating a certain topic, just educate yourself. Get competent in whatever that thing is so that the confidence can ooze off of you. All right, please continue for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2024. The Six of Swords. I told you. Either someone is being mean to you or sharp to you or rude to you, and you need to get out of this situation, or you are being this way and it may make other people want to distance themselves from you. If you are in some kind of a mindset, a job, a relationship, especially if it has to do with somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, and you know you shouldn't be there, but you love them, and then blah, blah, blah. Don't keep yourself in some situation that you know your ass should not be in. especially if it's causing you to be mean or causing you to be sharp or annoyed or rude to people. Your karma will come back to you so fucking fast, especially with the North Node about to be in your sign and Venus about to be in your sign. Don't play with your karma like that. Don't play with the consequences of your actions like that. Hydrate. I feel like Saturn is finally working a number on your ass. For this many swords to be out, the 6 plus the king, that's 7 swords. So I feel like there's definitely something here about getting out of situations where you feel like you're betraying yourself, or you are tempted to betray other people or do wrong by them or treat people in a way that you know you wouldn't want to be treated. There could be something about transmuting betrayals into breakthroughs, making sure that a mindset isn't stealing from you, isn't causing you some kind of like disruption of your peace. I feel like harmony wants to be established in your mind. Harmony wants to be established with maybe this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person. But if harmony can't be established, don't be a groupie. Keep it fucking moving. You know the motto. I'm already excited to clarify this already over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, my ethical cult and I will be clarifying all of these cards. There's all kinds of astrological content. There's a tier for daily readings, so check that out. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok is at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below, as well as your channeled song, which is the title of this video. So the link to the Capricorn charge playlist is there, so you can hear the song. You can also groove to the Capricorn charge playlist that I made on Spotify for this season. There is a playlist for every zodiacal season. Okay. Please continue. Some of you are turning your back on being a know-it-all. Some of you are finally calling yourself out. Some of you are finally able to see, damn, that was mean, or damn, that was sharp, or damn, that was demeaning or condescending. Damn, I should have worded that differently. I should have said that in a softer tone. But the thing is like you maybe be tempted to blame yourself, but what I want you to do is skip the blame shame game and get to the root of actually what is bothering you. The sooner that you can assess what's really fucking bothering you and articulate it and maybe say it to somebody, or just at least put it in words, I feel like the sooner you will avoid provocation. I feel like some of you are provoking nastiness from other people by way of not being in your authenticity. And some of you are doing that for other people. Please continue for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2024. The Empress at the center of the reading. Hello. I told you about to get Venus. And the 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And I feel like Venus is a planet of attraction. And here she's like, don't you know how powerful you are? Venus is exalted in your sign, Pisces. Especially Venus Sun, Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising. I feel like this is really important for you guys specifically. But Venus is entering into exaltation at your sign. So I do feel like your standards are raising. I do feel like you're about to stumble upon a whole heap of audacity. And you need to make sure that you're using that to build things up versus breaking things down, especially breaking people down. Avoid that. That shit will come back to you. Some of you may find out you're pregnant. Some of you may find out that you won something big or you got some kind of promotion. There could be an influx of money. I feel like an influx of creativity, a harvest, a seed that you have sown is ready for harvest. And so I do feel like some of you could be giving birth. Some of you could be building businesses. Some of you could be going towards strengthening a connection to your divine feminine energy, or your mother, or a Taurus, or a Libra. I feel like some of you may be moving back in with your mom. Some of you may live with your mom. Some of you may need to help your mom or go visit or see someone on the mother's bloodline. There could be some kind of collaboration that needs to happen with your mother, a motherly figure, a Taurus, Libra, or someone feminine. There could just be some sort of collaboration with Mother Earth, or like I just feel like Venus wants you to be comfortable. Venus wants you to be comfortable enough within yourself to like do the work and do the digging and really tap into like who it is that you're creating, like who it is that you're becoming, whatever it is that you're creating. I feel like you need to get back in your creative stance. You need to reconnect to that divine feminine energy. It's begging for your attention. It's begging for your reverence. So I do feel like Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, there is something about getting outside. Catch me outside. How about that? Like, I know that you want to make the excuse that it's too cold outside, but that's what coats are for and layers are for. You need to be in nature. And I feel like when you're in nature, you will sync back up with the flow, the current, the energetic current that you're supposed to be on. Please continue for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2024. There's a whole chunk of cards that flipped out, but I did see the King of Pentacles. So I do think that there's more money, more opportunity, more stability that's available to you. And that's just that Saturn. Don't be mad that Saturn's in your sign. Take advantage of the fact that Saturn is in your sign and you have easier access to structure and discipline. Discipline breeds freedom. And I hope that you learn that while he's in your sign so he doesn't have to drag your ass. Please. Please continue for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2024. The Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So there could be some sort of, I mean, the Page of Pentacles is good news coming in about money, good opportunities coming in. I feel like shit is getting real. And there could be something of value that's given from a mother. Some of you are about to give birth to a boy. Some of you, there could be some sort of new balance that's being established. Moderation, finally like recovering after something upsetting that has happened. Possibly, final card, final message, please. Let me just get it all out. Final card, final message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season. The King of Cups. There you are. Interesting. Bookend with kings. And then the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Who, in the darkest of the night, in my darkest hour, what do you do? I'm showing you a little bit of what's underneath the bottom of the deck, the plunge right here. Because I do feel like there is some disappointment, some pain that has been repressed or that is being resurfaced, and it may involve your parents. Some of you may be really noticing a coldness in your mother, or some of you are really noticing like a shadowy aspects of her that may reside in yourself. With the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and then the King of Cups coming out, I do feel like you reinvent yourself. You start tending to structure, discipline, time management, doing all the things, going to fucking bed, being, setting yourself up for success, doing the things that will help your future self, things that future you will be happy for, grateful of. And it puts you in this position where you get way more masterful within yourself. you start showing up to the best of your ability. I feel like you move from the King of Swords to the King of Cups. And there's something there around, you're still in your masculine energy, which is interesting, that the ultimate divine feminine energy is in the center of the reading. So there's something about finding a healthier balance between the masculine and the feminine internally. And at a very, very layman's terms, like baseline level, accessing your feminine and your masculine or attempting to merge them can often just simply look like, hey, I'm going to access my logic and my intuition before I make this decision. I'm going to slow down enough to just look at all of the aspects of myself before just, instead of just think and do. You know, I do feel like there's only one major arcana and 3 court cards out. So that's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. Some of you may be in a position where you're having to consider people that you wouldn't normally consider, or you may be struggling with having to consider other people. But I feel like because shit is getting real, you're kind of being forced to reinvent yourself, to make new habits, to implement new habits. That's going to put you in a position of being really, really proud of yourself and coming out on the other end being quite masterful, still being able to be like mysterious and mystic and unreadable. You can have that without being an asshole about it, you know? And so there's something there around that. Now let me just zoom out for a second. Okay, for those of you that are dealing with people with air placements, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, I feel like they're playing a big role in the beginning of Capricorn season. There could be some sort of confrontation or disappointment or heartbreak or leaving, moving. There could just be some sort of news that is that causes a rerouting. I feel like pivoting, going in a different direction. This person is either provoking you to go in a different direction or vice versa. You are provoking them to go in a different direction. But either way, I feel like don't keep yourself in some kind of situation and or mindset that you know you shouldn't be in anymore. Because the Empress, when Venus comes into your house, there's this like takeover. And I don't want the I don't want the takeover to be hostile. You know, Venus coming in wants to put this very like expensive and soothing and nurturing and comfortable vibe over everything. And that doesn't mean backsliding into old shitty habits. I feel like Venus is coming in to inspire you to reinvent yourself. Oop, just saw my number 27 on the clock. Venus is coming in to inspire you to set up a new life so that you can ultimately set up a new you. If you're dealing with somebody with Taurus or Libra placements, I do feel like they're kind of focused on themselves. There could be good ideas that or collaborations that happen with this person that generate income. I feel like be careful of codependency, be careful of enmeshment. I'll say Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn or Libra. There's something here about like starting over or starting from scratch. Like, let's revisit this. Let's revisit the contract. Let's revisit our terms. Let's revisit the agreement. Let's revisit the rules. I feel like a lot of you are being encouraged to invest in your gifts or skills or talents. Some of you, there is a feminine mentor or boss or a best friend or a mother or a motherly figure that I feel like is going to help you develop these things. Like, this is the initial stages of a new life, the initial stages of new habits, the initial stages of a new business or a new project. The initial stages of possibly a new relationship with someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Libra placements. I just feel like whatever it is you want to initiate, you need to be back in nature so you can get the memo. You can get the cosmic email. You can get the download, because you start stepping things up practically. You start stepping up things in regards to your routine, in regards to your time management, money management, and you get to close out Capricorn season feeling more like yourself than you have in a very long time. And I'm excited about that for you. You fucking deserve it. But the root of Capricorn season for you is about worthiness. It's about your creative energy. It's about embodying your creative state. It's about remembering that you have so much creativity in you. You have so much nurturing. You have so much love to give. Give some of that to yourself and be sure to spread that out around the people, around you. And whatever disappointment or heartbreak or thing comes to the surface, whatever shadow reveals itself, understand that it's all happening so that you can reconnect back to source. You can reconnect back to spirit and sever your ties from being so landlocked in this matrix, the illusion of this reality. Neptune is now direct, and so I feel like your relationship to reality and delusion is going to be switching again, and so I hope to see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's go clarify these cards and let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.